Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Lise Love, and this is my second live, and I'm doing all my podcast episodes. And today I'm going to do The Pit, My Story, episode 2 that I have for my podcast. And if you guys want to listen to it, I will put the link below. Welcome to the podcast, Fibromylgia Real Solutions with Amanda Love. You're listening to episode 2. By the way, you can listen to this podcast wherever you are in the world and at any time that you wish. I always include show notes for those with brain fog so you don't have to take notes. If you missed my previous episode on what to expect from my podcast, you may want to listen to it before this one, and I will put the link for that podcast episode in the comments. Hello, Tammy. I do believe that there's a lot of information, both good and bad, out there about fibromyalgia. As an educator who specializes in this area, I think it's my job to point out to you that the good information can be organized in a fashion that will guide you to take some action steps that will start you on the path to recovery. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amanda Lise Love, and I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia 9 years ago, which influenced my decision to enter the field of nutrition, and now I'm a registered holistic nutritionist who works with those who are suffering from fibromyalgia. The long slide into the pit. Throughout my infancy to the age of 20, I was very ill. For 8 to 10 days at a time, my temperature would elevate to over 104 degrees. I was toxic, and the pediatricians and other medical professionals did not know why. I would recover only to be struck down again every 4 to 6 weeks. My daily struggle to overcome this mysterious illness was beyond comprehension. I was distraught, and my family was distraught as I fought this mysterious illness over and over again. Then it happened. I fell into the pit. Now a new random specialist became involved. These included a rheumatologist, physical therapist, chiropractor, ENT, wellness facilities, pain center, and acupuncture. After all of these consultations, I had no answers, and I felt no better. Eventually, the rheumatologist decided that I had fibromyalgia at the age of 20 years old. The only recommendations she made included taking Cymbalta and going to physical therapy. The Cymbalta made me feel so terrible and nauseated and did nothing for the pain. I had weeks of physical therapy and deep muscle injections at the pain center, which were excruciating, and neither of these helped. A year went by, and I'm still looking for answers that would help my extreme pain and fatigue. I was definitely in the pit of frustration, pain, exhaustion, discouragement, anxiety, depression, and so on. It was dark and lonely in this pit, but had some renewed hope one day when I found a broken ladder in the pit. The rungs in the ladder were all these two, so I tried to match them to the rails, but the ends of the rungs were all different. Some were round, some square, some triangular. I tried so hard to fit the rungs, but I couldn't. I started calling out hope that someone would hear my cries. And someone did. She said I could give you some pain medication that would help you get out of this pit. Someone also said, I have some massage oil that would help relieve your pain. It's the latest thing. Another person said you had to try the immune-boosting diet that will give you more strength. And so it went, and so it went. None of these suggestions helped me, and I know they will not help you either. It wasn't long before I stopped calling out because my tears were not heard. Then I realized the rungs would never fit, and I chose to accept my place in this pit. To make things worse, someone called to me and said, "You have never been in the pit. You just think you are," and I believed that was true. Now all these people, experts in their fields or regular people, have tried to help me, but all those suggestions are palliative. They will cover up or mask your symptoms for a while, but they do not address the root cause of the problem, So you are stuck in this dreadful pit. And how many people that are watching this or watching the replay believe that is true? Actually, the rungs in your ladder have a designated and ordered place to go. You just need a little help sorting them all out. Remember, there's no quick fix or a single rung that will help you. It is one step up at a time, putting all your effort on each rung, one after another, that will lead you out of the pit. About that time, my grandmother, who is an RN, read about a local chiropractor who held monthly meetings with free information on fibromyalgia. She had never held a high opinion of chiropractors, but desperate for help, she went to the meeting. At the close of the session, she spoke with the doctors about my suffering. The doctor said to her these exact words: "If your granddaughter has fibromyalgia at the age of 20, then she has been very ill for a very long time." She was stunned as she knew nothing about my health history. The lights went on and she thought, he gets it. He actually gets it. This doctor is a wellness chiropractor who incorporates nutrition and food allergy testing into his practice. He ordered food allergy sensitivity testing, which was sent to various labs across the country, which included samples of saliva, stool, and blood. Surprisingly, this testing had never been done by any doctor before. The test results revealed numerous food allergies in several groups. Finally, new hope arose as I followed his protocol covering diet and supplements. Gradually, over the next few months, as I began to feel improvement in my overall health for the first time in 22 years. This journey of mine awakened within me a desire to learn much as I can about wellness through nutrition. Around the same time, I took a 1-year course from the Institute of Integrated Nutrition, and compelled to deepen my knowledge, I decided to enroll in the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition because their protocol teaches the connections between clients' symptoms and their affected body systems. For example, if you have frequent sinus infection, then there is a connection between that infection and the digestive immune systems. 4 years later, I earned my diploma to become a registered holistic nutritionist. I'm also certified as an eating psychology coach from the Institute of Psychology of Eating, and the education continues. If you have been diagnosed with fibromyalgia and are ready for more information, you can I want you to, number one, go to my website, amandaleselove.com, where you can sign up for my free sleep guide. Or number two, put Discovery Call in the comments and I will reach out to you and we will do a free 20-minute call to see if you would like to work with me. I hope you choose one of these two options, and I hope to see you tomorrow as I will be talking about immune health and the gut. So see you tomorrow.